Welcome back, everybody. We are live again on the Jits Guy podcast. Hyped up for this episode. We have a very special guest with me today. If you guys are new tuning into the podcast, thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when great guests like the one I'm about to introduce join the show. My guest today is a 4th degree Brazilian Jiu Jitsu Black Belt from Brazil, teaching and competing at the highest levels of the martial art right here in the UAE. He also lives the MMA life as a professional fighter and as well as a coach, coaching many of the rising stars in the region today. He's the founder and president of Arte Suave Milenar Association. Give it up for the talent that is Marcos Tulio. Thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here in your podcast. It's very nice. I try to see all of your podcasts. I know it's difficult because even if you are in the quarantine, I'm work a lot.
Yeah, I know that. I noticed that about you, man. And everybody I talk to about Marcos Tulio, they tell me, man, you got to talk to this guy. You got to listen to what he has to say. He has a very unique mind. He's very sharp. And you're doing a lot of things, aren't you?
Yes, I'm still doing, and I hope I keep it doing more and more until my death.
I love it. I love the energy, man, because really, like, I can see around you already. I see like the Arte Suave Milenar Association. I see there's a schedule behind you. Is this what you're doing every day?
Yes, this is what I do every day. You know, I train hard, you know, and also I to follow this schedule, training jiu-jitsu. I go to my students, my athletes, and I keep it doing.
I love it, man. I love the energy. You're based in Al-Ain, right?
Yes, I'm based in Al-Ain 6 years.
6 years. And before Al-Ain, were you somewhere in the UAE or in Brazil?
In Brazil, I moved to South Brazil in 2000 to start teaching there. And I'm the first, in the, you know, Florianopolis?
Yes.
Yes, but yes, I go to the, like a countryside, you know, from suburb, from the Florianopolis. Palhoça is a very nice place, and I have a beautiful beach there, like Florianopolis. But I'm starting to wanna work very good work there, you know, from the zero. Yeah,
I see. And now you're in Al-Ain. Are you enjoying it? Do you like the Al-Ain lifestyle?
Yes, I like Al-Ain.
It's more relaxed.
Yes, it's relaxed. And when I want to go to the beach, I take the car and go to Dubai or Abu Dhabi, and this is good. Yes.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. You're kind of away from the crowd. Al-Ain reminds me, like I was born in Abu Dhabi. When I go to Al-Ain, I remember Abu Dhabi before 25 years. Not that it's a bad thing. I loved Abu Dhabi 25 years ago because it was relaxed, not too busy, not too crazy. Right?
Yes. Al-Ain is the kind of city what I like, you know. I'm born in one small city in the countryside of São Paulo, and I moved to Rio de Janeiro when I was 7 years. And there I'm growing there and started training there, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, box, and that's my life. And
you started everything together, like all the martial arts together, or you started with one?
No, first time I start with Muay Thai.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm starting, with Muay Thai when I was 13, long time ago.
And why did you choose Muay Thai? Now this is interesting because most of the guys I talked to, they started straight away Jiu-Jitsu. To be Brazilian and start Muay Thai, you were a tough kid?
Yes. I'm always stay involved with some confused in the school and in the streets, and I prefer Muay Thai because it don't have a contact. And I don't know about the Jiu-Jitsu, you know. And I'm watch some animes from Japan, and I like this. I want this for me. I want to train this, and that's it.
Which anime? Do you remember the names?
I remember is the Savamu. This is a very old anime. He's he's training judo, and he changed for the Muay Thai after someone beating him and wanna fight. This is very nice. Yes, very nice.
And do you think it's realistic? Do you think that if somebody trains judo, somebody who trains Muay Thai can give him a lot of trouble?
For sure.
Right?
Yes, it's different, and I'm discovered it later when I'm a friend of mine is studying with me, and he's a brother of Ricardo Liborio, and he invited me to start to train. He's a Paulo Liborio. We studying together, and he, you are good. My brother start to want a class, and then that time is Master Ricardo Liborio is just brown belt.
Oh
and
my God! Okay.
Yeah, from 1990.
1990.
Yes,
Whoa.
1990. Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. So you were on the first generation of the big names, 1990.
Yeah.
That's when the big names were starting.
Yes, when he had before a small group around 30 people, we trained together, and when he left, when he stopped the be a trainer there in this place and moved for USA. His brother is Paulo Liborio is training the De La Riva, and he invited me in. Keep training jiu-jitsu, you are good, and go to the De La Riva with me. And I go to the De La Riva in 1991. That's
Interesting.
it.
Interesting. I didn't know there was that connection between De La Riva and Liborio.
Yes, they are very friend, and De La Riva, I think so. I don't want to tell something stupid, but he teaching Liborio, I think, in the Carson Grace.
Wow, man. So you're literally on the front of most of the academies as you were learning jiu-jitsu. So you started Muay Thai at 13. And when did you start jiu-jitsu? What age?
No, I'm start late. I'm start jiu-jitsu around 19, 20.
Okay, so did you do any Muay Thai fights before you started jiu-jitsu?
Yes, I did. I did some small fights, and I need to be grateful for my master because he's a very, very good teacher. Wagner Coelho. He's a legend. He trained many greats to fight in the. He's very famous, and I want to say thank for him.
That's
because
incredible.
Using the striking, and that's why when I teach my students, I teach MMA. I don't keep my mind in just one thing, because MMA you should be think about everything.
Yes.
Grappling, one example, box or Muay Thai, and you should be mix everything. Rest, that is the game.
So that's why you have this unique background that you're coaching all these MMA guys. Because in my opinion, I knew there's a lot of great jiu-jitsu in the UAE, but it doesn't always translate to good MMA. And we've talked about this before on the podcast. But whenever I talk to MMA fighters that trained with you, they feel a lot more equipped. So that's why I really wanted to get to understand your background, your history. You fought a little bit Muay Thai, and then what made you start jiu-jitsu? Was it something wrong with Muay Thai? Did one jiu-jitsu guy kick a Muay Thai guy ass in the anime?
This history is very funny because I'm always try to be one sportman, sport child maybe, and I play football, beach soccer, long time. Okay. Yes, in the Copacabana.
Hola, Carioca.
Yes, I'm not good, but I'm a player. It's good, and I like because it's keep my health. How can I mean? I'm always stay healthy, know. And one day we playing the game in the beach, and one guy, I fight with him, And yes, because of the football to protect my brother, and he is a brown belt, know. Yes, and he kicked my ass. I have a good punch, and I hit him, but when he put him on the ground, I cannot did anything. And so yes, the crowd around is helping me and put us one there, another there, or be friends now. And and I think I wanted this for me because this is complete.
Immediately you thought this, huh?
Yeah, immediately. And I keep studying, and I go to the school, and one friend of my long time, but he never tell me practice jiu-jitsu, you know.
Oh,
And I tell him,
clandestino.
yes, I told him about this history, and he look at me. Yes, you always say, don't like to stay. How can I mean?
To
Grip,
grapple.
to hug
Yeah.
anyone, and
Yeah.
now let's train with my brother. I gonna introduce you to my brother. And that's I'm start and never stop.
What
I love
a beginning, man. What a beginning. Because that's the ideal, not ideal. Obviously, it sucks that you had to go through that, but that is the reality of jiu-jitsu for a person who has no idea about jiu-jitsu. It's that powerful.
Because in that time I'm a high level in the Muay Thai. Because there in Brazil they use belts, you know. In a long time ago they call box Thailandese.
Okay.
You know, one belt less from the black is very good. You know.
Yes.
But I feel like a child when someone put him on the ground, you know. And this guy is just brown belt, and so I think I compare the how can I mean?
You're both brown belts, basically.
Yes, he's a jiu-jitsu grappler, brown belt. I'm brown belt in strike. No, I need to train both.
Yes.
But suddenly I start to like more jiu-jitsu and stay more time in the academy. That's it.
And you found your place in jiu-jitsu. Like, when did you feel like this is a career, or were you studying something else at the same time?
No, I'm start to think, because man, I want to talk about it. In Copacabana, in the Rio de Janeiro, is very hard on the streets. You should know everything, because someone can stall you, someone can beat you for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and you should be stay ready. And that is the all fights start like that. You know, start to train to protect yourself, to protect your family or your brother or your friends. And I'm start to think about to train without kimono. And I found one, and starting the same time when I train jiu-jitsu with the kimono, I'm start to train without kimono. And for me, it's perfect.
Was it common in Brazil to train no-gi, or very rare to find it?
Oh, now is
now, but before, when you were starting,
is very difficult. You know, you should have good relationships, because have the problem between luta livre and jiu-jitsu, and that's it. Yes,
luta livre was no-gi, right?
Yes, it's no-gi.
I see. That's why that the jiu-jitsu guys felt like, if I'm not training with gi, I'm doing luta livre. So this is not nice.
Yes, that's it.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
So did you train luta livre, or did you just train jiu-jitsu?
I have one academy. What I go there to train. In the same time, I train with the De La Riva. He's a master, Jorge Vanzilhota. He's very important for me as a master and also as a father, because my father is when I was young, 13, and
I'm sorry.
He has always helped me with to be better, you know, and help me with the train. And there, even we train with the kimono, we always train without kimono.
Yeah.
In the same time. And some people visit there, some important people visiting there to train with him, you know, and also who's teach together with him, Master Jorge Vanzilhota, is Sérgio Penha. You know about him?
Okay, yes, I've heard about him, yes.
Yes, and he like a lot of training without kimono. And I never lose one class there. I'm always there. I go early to clean the match, because I'm just won a purple belt in that time, and clean the match, and I train there, and I stay 3 hours, and after then I go to the De La Riva and train with kimono, and that's my life.
Did you clean the mats in De La Riva as well?
No, in De La Riva sometimes. De La Riva gave me this opportunity. And when he go to fight in the ADCC, the first one, if you want a young guy, I go early to be his sparring, because in that time I'm 70, 69, 70 kilos. And this is very good for me. It's a very good phase of my life. I'm feel prepared to teach, and I have good mentors, around me. And this is very important when I'm moving from Rio de Janeiro to South Brazil and start to teaching as a professor. This is very important.
And I mean, like this exposure to the highest level of jiu-jitsu between De La Riva, between going to the ADCC to be his sparring partner, I'm sure you got a chance to feel what the highest level of jiu-jitsu is. And yesterday I was talking to Oliver Taza, and he's saying like this is a game-changing moment. When you're training in your gym and everybody around you is in your community and you're training, okay, you think you're good, but when you go and you touch the gi of Buchecha, or you touch or you hold a grip of Gordon Ryan, that's when you know the distance you have. Did you feel that when you went to train with them?
Yes, I feel perfectly. I feel a lot because always when I go there, I know in my mind I go just to learn, and this is important for me. And I'm never be late. And when he finished, we go back for home because I have the same way with the buzz and talking. I'm so grateful. So
incredible opportunity.
Yes, incredible opportunity.
When you were training with De La Riva and then you were training Luta Livre, was it clandestino or they both know that you're training in two places?
Example, in that time in the De La Riva, when I trained with Master Jorge Vasilhota and with Sergio Penha, is different because there Master Jorge and Sergio Penha, they made a specific training for who's want to fight MMA in the future without kimono. In the De La Riva that time just have the kimono.
Yes.
And he understand the point because he know Master Jorge and nice. I tell him, Master, I want to improve better my jiu-jitsu, my no-gi and everything. I want to one day fight MMA, and that's what I want.
Man, amazing. What was it you wanted to fight MMA because you're a tough guy and you want to test yourself, or did you see it as a career, as let's say a way to make a living?
First of all, I'm think about the challenge, because when was a purple belt, many people say for me, you should be fight. But in my mind, I think, no, I'm not ready, I need to study more and learn more, with the best, and he is the place. Yes. But my life changed very fast. My uncle, I live with my uncle, after my father's die, and it's very difficult when my uncle is die. I need to move out from Rio because my aunt sell.
It's cutting up, Marcos. I don't know if you can hear me, buddy. Sorry, your line cut. I'm just gonna wait until it corrects. Can you hear me? Oh no. Oh no. It shows that your reception is really low. So let's just wait a bit until it reconnects. What's up, guys on YouTube? I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're gonna get really deep into his mixed martial arts knowledge. Don't worry, guys. I hope he's not still talking about his story. I hear you now. You're back.
Yes, you're back. Yes, good.
sorry, bro. Sometimes this happens on the phone, but you were saying that your aunt sold the house?
Yes. So the flat, we live in on a flat.
Oh no. I don't know if you can hear me, brother, but it's doing it again. Let's just wait a bit till it reconnects. Oh man. This is the only problem with doing interviews online. Ooh. Porra. That's the only thing I can think of saying, man. Wait, Maybe try reconnecting. I think that's the best solution. Like, switch off your Wi-Fi and try reconnecting. I don't know if you can hear me. There we go. Now there's two of me. We'll wait till he reconnects, guys. I will be your entertainment for the evening. Just me. It's a podcast interview of myself. What's going on, guys? I see a lot of people from the Marcus Tulio clan, the Arte Suave clan. Here we go. He's reconnecting. Let's see. There we go. Okay, let's wait till the audio. Perfect.
Perfect? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you again. Sorry, man. It just happens sometimes with the internet.
Yes.
So your aunt sold the house and you had to move to another region?
Yes, and she's go to the countryside, where I born,
Okay.
on all city
Okay.
in the São Paulo, another state. And one friend invite me to go to the south of Brazil because he opened one academy there and needs someone to help him,
Okay.
to work as a coach.
Okay. What belt were you?
I was a brown belt in that time. Yes. Okay. And I'm start to think, how can I keep my training to get my black belt? Many things passed to my mind in that moment,
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, I can still work with what I love, and I can go back here to Rio de Janeiro and stay with my master, and that's it. Keep work. So I go there. I'm work with him 3 months, and after then I go back to Brazil. I go back to Rio
de Janeiro. Okay.
Yes, because I think I need to train more to reach my black belt. I need this but this is a very hard time in my life. Because I don't have money to compete, and is a example is a golden days of Jiu Jitsu 2000. Yes. 1998, and I'm already competing the white belt, blue belt a lot, and purple. But in the brown belt, I doesn't compete. And so it's many people training there, and I just go, Master George support me. I'm staying in his house to train again, and after go the south and go back to the Rio, like this
Many
life
times.
like 2-3 years like that.
Yeah.
I'm De La Riva give him the black belt.
Wow.
And that's I'm start to know. I think now I'm really want to be a professor and build one team.
Yes.
And
that was your dream. That was your dream, to get your black belt and start a team.
Yes, and I forgot a little bit about the MMA, but I'm still with this in my mind. I want to fight. I want to fight, and that's I think is, the goal for my life. What gonna make me feel? How can I mean is
satisfied.
Satisfied. Yes.
Did you fight any MMA before you got your black belt?
No, just I go to the 2 or 3 academies and fight as a purple belt with other guy, and they arrange it and I win. So I have the 3 fights before like that. I can say like amateur fights.
Okay.
But I win. 3 wins.
Nice.
Good.
Nice. Of course. And this is because now you have a high level Muay Thai and purple belt Jiu Jitsu, so that gives you the confidence.
Yes, that's it. And I'm training a lot of without kimono. Even when was a blue belt and purple belt, I'm already trained, and most of my friends don't train. They just keep the focus in the jiu-jitsu. This is I talk about the 1992, 1993, 1995,
That's why I want to ask you, Marcos, like in 1990, 92, what were you doing in no-gi? Like, what was the focus? Because now you have, footlock, darts, many people doing some crazy shit. What were you doing?
The focus is footlocks, believe me, footlocks, guillotine, and leg locks, of course, kimura, is the 4 pillars. It's still for me. When I train someone, I say for them, man, you should keep the focus in the 4 pillars. About no-gi, foot locks, leg locks, kimura, guillotine. Anyone, man. What about your belt?
What about my belt? Purple belt. Yeah. I'm a purple belt now.
Purple belt.
Yes.
Okay. In the white belt, how can I apply the guillotine? Yes?
Yes.
Everyone knows, man. Yeah. Including who never fight, know how can apply guillotine.
But the systems changed. Like from my white belt to my purple belt, what connects, what leads to the guillotine? Why do I use the guillotine? White belt, his neck, and I'm happy.
Yes,
And now I threat him with the guillotine. Maybe sometime I don't want the guillotine. Maybe I know I can't get it, but maybe I'm in top half guard. I threat the guillotine so I can get something. But the reason I'm asking you this is because today we have so many systems interlocked with each other. Was it the same back then or a little different?
No, a little bit different.
In what sense?
Yes, it's very different. I'm watching always, flow grappling. I watch all the new generation. Man, I live for it, and I'm gonna die for it. Believe me.
Wow.
And always a big difference. Yeah, and I'm. How can I mean? I think something like that. Oh, is so grateful to still in the game and how can the big the game is now, how can everything is be amazing,
evolving. This is the thing, like Marcos, I believe that you were at the birth of jiu-jitsu. Why do I mean birth? Because in the beginning, let's talk the time of Elio Gracie and Osvaldo Fada and all these guys, this is like the C-section, not even natural birth. They were trying to push jiu-jitsu for the world. When you started training, this is when jiu-jitsu was born as a sport, as a combat martial art. Before it was just self-defense and business. Now I still feel we're in the baby phase of jiu-jitsu. We're not even teenager.
Yes, no, it's man. When I watch these high-level guys fighting, I'm thinking, my God, this is so incredible. How can the evolution is be, for all of us in the everything, Look us now talking with the one chat with the, it's the same.
Yes,
it's the same. You can watch the fights 10, 20 years ago, and you can see the difference.
This is the main difference, I think, that's accelerating jiu-jitsu. Notice in the last 5 years, this is when, or 5 to 10 years, this is when jiu-jitsu went online and people from around the world started sharing jiu-jitsu. And this is when it really started going crazy, because before it was every gym alone, keep the secret. You will only see the secret in the competition, right?
Yes, but what helped to grow in the jiu-jitsu and grappling and everything, the internet.
Yes, big time.
The YouTube, you can start to see the technique. Even if you know the technique, maybe have one detail, what you do. Oh, nice, this detail. So you always should be stay able to listen and look someone, and to watch some video. This is important.
100%.
You can pay for the students, for one of your athletes, something what he don't know. Even if he think is no, always you can learn more, we still learn. I learn, I'm learning with them when we go to training, and I stay as a coach, and what are you gonna do now? Tell me what you want to do. Something like that. Share knowledge,
That's the way, man. And honestly, like a lot of people are asking me, like, what's my goal from this podcast? What am I trying to do? For me, I feel like I've noticed the more I know about history of things, the more I understand what to do. And in the Middle East, we have such an incredible situation happening. The amount of black belts coming to teach, the programs in UAE, Bahrain grappling is going crazy, Jordan Jiu Jitsu is insane, Lebanon is getting started. So we need to track the history. We need to track who's here, to talk to each other, so that we have a record to go back and be like, this is when it happened, this is how we grow, so that we can get better.
Yes, you're totally right, man. This is incredible, and have a lot of a good teacher here from different schools, with different styles. This is important, and this is just make you and the other peoples from here, from the Midwest, growing better.
I believe it. Yes. 100%, man. And that's the beauty of it. I like your diverse background. Like from Muay Thai to training Jiu-Jitsu at De La Riva Gi, but also with Master George and Peña for Luta Livre. When you got your black belt, was it priority, teach or fight?
I'm start to be like, how can I wanna fight inside my mind, because in the same time, I think now is the time, because they say for me, you be a good professional, a good teaching, but also you have a potential to be a good fighter.
Okay.
And they say for me, I know your path. You're gonna be very hard, but don't give up.
Okay.
Listen, man. I'm work as a security man in the South. I teach in the one academy. I'm not the owner. 3-4 hours. I care of my daughter, because she's just a little baby. 2-3 years. And I train boxing there, and I train no gi to fight. And suddenly appear one opportunity to fight outside to the country, in the
Germany.
Yes, in the Berlin. I'm the first Berlin fight MMA there, 2005.
How does this happen? How does somebody come to you and say, let's go to Germany?
Yes, this is one history about one of big friend, Mauricio do Bocage. He's a very high level boxer from Rio, and he opened one academy in Florianopolis. And he say for me, hey, come here to teaching Jiu-Jitsu. I want you here. I know it's far away from your city, Palhoça. Even Palhoça is close to Florianopolis. Have a big traffic, and anyway.
Got you.
And I say, I go there to teach for you, but you need to train me box. Hey, we can do it. Okay, and then I'm gonna pay for you. Come here and teach in Jiu-Jitsu. And one of this class, I get in one personal class, one Germany guy. His name is Phil, and he one day asked for me, you wanna fight MMA in Berlin?
Amazing.
Yes, of course. Why not? Okay, I gonna talk with my brother. His brother is still my friend and my sponsorship until now. His name is Florian. Yes, he's owner of bottles, shakers, and he sponsor me until now. He's a big friend now, and I gonna arrange it for you. And I know some. I have some connection, and they need one Brazilian guy to fight there. And I go there. And my first event is the Underground Berlin. Is one, my God, I remember it is many new Nazis, it's screen.
Bald heads.
Yeah. And two
Shit.
fights. Yes, two fights in the same night. One Croatian guy and one Germany. And I have.
Oh no, man. Oh no. At the best part. Marcos, the internet. I hope you can hear me, brother. I hope you can hear me. Don't worry, man. Waiting for you. I'll be editing this out of the audio, guys. Don't worry. This happens. This is the problem with doing these podcasts. Sometimes I think maybe right after the whole lockdown corona situation happens, I'm going to start doing these podcasts in the studio to avoid this. But post-production, I will edit this out. We had one at 17 minutes and one now. There we go. He's back. It's okay. We might have to do this.
Yes. Sorry.
No worries, man.
Yes.
So neo-Nazis, they want to kill you. 2 fights. What happened?
and imagine I'm without the coach. I'm without manager.
No corner.
Know? Yes, because my student is a Philip. He's a white belt. What he can say for me? I just say go, Marcos, and believe him. I don't speak anything in English and also in German. I'm still learning English. My English is so poor, but in that time it's very hard for me. Imagine, but the best thing is he speak Portuguese.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
And also I need to talk about one guy who's is very important for me in the German, because I go there more times. Was there more time. Is Frank Bushinski. He's from IMAG Berlin, Independent Martial Arts Group, and now he's from Hilt BJJ. But he's a very big friend. He in the future be my manager. And also, I can train there. I can teach in his academy, and he's yes.
Amazing how this all came from going to Florianopolis to teach a guy boxing, meeting a German white belt, and this opened all of these doors.
Yes, and suddenly I'm start to think, okay, and when I come back, I'm stay there in the Berlin long time.
Yeah,
they want me there to teach in jiu-jitsu and stay there, but I have my wife, my daughter, and my academy, and start to build students.
Yes.
I hear something one day from the Master George and also from the De La Riva. You go for one place where don't have too much people for you training, for you keep you in the high level training, So try to teach your student like the best, because they can be your sparring. And I come with my mind like that, and I make very good students. Also, I train. I'm De La Riva arrange one academy for me. The name is Ataque Duplo. Ataque Duplo is a big team there, and from Thiago Tavares, Murilo Rupi. Murilo Rupi is the head coach there, and I train with him, and I'm very grateful for him to receive me there, to let me train there for free,
Yes.
And also, I saw Thiago Tavares when he's just a purple belt there, but he kicked the guys there.
Oh, he was talented.
Yes, very talented. He's a very good.
I think that's such a big point that you say about teaching your students to be good so that they can be your sparring partners. I think a lot of coaches, not coaches, a lot of instructors, they have an academy and they're making money from it. they're worried if they teach their students to be so good that they become competitive to him, they might feel like, now I don't need him anymore. Let me go somewhere else. This is a real fear that you see from instructors. Like,
Yeah.
It's that balance. If I make them too good, maybe they don't want to stay, right? And if I don't make them too good, then they'll feel like they're not learning enough. What's your advice for this?
I think you should be teaching them, because it doesn't matter. If they want to leave, they're going to leave,
Exactly. Yes.
And even if they leave, the people is going to think, who's built them? Who's behind? Because even in the nowadays, someone need to have one a master behind. Even then, now, man, we talk about it now, and I need to tell about my roots. I need to tell about how can I reach this level.
Exactly.
How can
somebody's gonna ask? Exactly.
Yes, and in my case now, after six years outside from the South Brazil, of course, I lost some black belts.
Yeah.
They follow their own paths,
yes.
But this is normal. I don't be
upset about it.
Angry with them or sad,
That's a healthy way. That's a healthy way of looking at it, because, there's a lot of this, you hear this in the community, and it's a bit misguided. They say, like, he became a champion when he went to X team, but what really built him was Y team, and X team is taking the credit. But in the end, it's about your intention. You want to give the best, and people will remember you like that. If you treat students like property, then it will not be good for the instructor either, right?
Yes, in the nowadays, nobody have a property over anyone, man.
Exactly.
Anyone can learn in the internet. You know that we can we chat here. I can go to the YouTube and watch some techniques.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, loyalty is a two-way street. It comes from both sides, from the student and the teacher. But at the same time, if you really love a student, like a brother, like a son, like whatever, you want the best for them. And sometimes of course, if you can provide them everything they need to become world champions and everything, great. But if you know that you still have a business and you have to make money, but this student is a talent and he wants to go compete at the highest level, if you care about them, you will want them to go.
Of course. Yeah. And you can master the character of anyone.
Yeah. I believe.
And you don't know. Maybe I have students with me 15. Since I'm start to teaching there,
Yeah.
And some of them is left from the team. Others still, and others come later.
That's right.
With, you cannot measure the character of anyone.
That's the circle of life. Yeah.
From inside you, and someone is new and respect a lot. I want to stay with you in your journey. This is the best way, man. If you when you start to teaching, you just need to give your best for your students, for your athletes, and don't regret. Don't think about it. Just do your job.
I believe it. When you do something with a pure intention, it always comes out good. Even if in the moment you feel like somebody is not appreciating, not something, it's for your own good. You know what I mean? Just do something purely and that's it.
Look, now I'm if I don't forget, sorry, my memory is I'm old. I formed now until now 38 black belts under me.
Wow.
This, man, for me is a great goal.
Incredible.
Yes, I have some students who are to work in the project. Also, this is amazing because in the weeks we can stay together, chilling, training. They are, master, it's okay, let's train. And today we train together. We train MMA, and they come here to my house until 9:30. I'm stay with them. This is amazing. For me, it's amazing, man. I'm grateful always.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this martial art, the relationships. And like I was saying about this white belt German guy that you met, and suddenly he opened the door to MMA for you. You never know who's gonna walk through your academy door. You never know who's gonna be on the mat with you. You have to, like, this is like my opinion for anybody teaching that wants a career with jiu-jitsu. They need to remember that every day counts. Every single training, every single class is important. How you carry yourself, how you behave, because you never know when that white belt German guy is going to take you for a bunch of Nazis to fight or give you an opportunity.
and after then I go in 2005, 2007, 2010, 2012.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very grateful because
Amazing.
Before I come here to teaching here in the project, I have a lot of experience. You know, I teach in the police in Brazil. I have a social project. I attempted more than 400 children, poor children, and I think in my mind, because my mother is very humble, and my father also. My mother is a cooking, you know, and just she cannot care of me and my brother, and just say, oh, I need to put you to live with your aunt and uncle because they can provide education. And I think always when you get something, you need give back, you know. And if you get something what is good for your life, for make you growing better or feeling better, you should be provide this for other people who cannot have the same
opportunity.
And you know, the jiu-jitsu is one martial arts for the people's rich.
Yes.
You know, because one kimono is expense, and the academy is expense, and most of people cannot train. You know,
and time is an expense also.
Yes, and in that place when I'm moved for this city, Palhoça, is I'm start to think they don't have violence like the Rio de Janeiro, and not too much favelas. But I'm start to see the childrens pass to my academy and looking, and I start to think I should be open the doors for who don't have money. I just need to know how can I do it, you know, because in Brazil it's very difficult. The people is not nice like here, you know. The people is have a
If you open it for free, then that's it. You're not making money anymore. You have to find a different way. Yeah, obviously. This is the thing I respect about so many of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts living in the UAE. I talk to so many guys, and it's a blessing, the opportunity they have. They appreciate it, and they're working very hard. But one thing I admire, so many of you guys, you're doing these social projects in Brazil where you're giving back, and you're allowing kids from poor backgrounds, from the churches, from all of this to learn jiu-jitsu thanks to your opportunity. And such a beautiful thing to hear. Honestly, I respect you guys so much for doing this.
And the most important thing, I made them champions. Because
wow.
Yes, when they start to go to the tournaments there, man, we made something incredible. We get the 3rd place in the South Brazilian tournament. Imagine how many young players, young fighters, Brazil, and how many big teams, Allianz, Grace Bar, and we get the 3rd place. I put just 20 children, the most of them, all of them get medal, first or second. Incredible. And we took the 3rd place. This is for me is I'm in that day I'm very happy. And
because you know that you secured their future. You know that no matter what they study, what they do, A, they'll be more healthy if they stick to jiu-jitsu. B, even if they don't have a degree, they have something to share with the world.
Yes, and I'm still here receiving message for them. Oh, master, you changed my life, and they growing. Is the time is fast, and who's start with me there with 13, now is 17. I have one example, one student of mine. He's starting in my social project when he was 13, and now he's 29, and my black belt is still with me. You know, wow. I bring it here I bring him here to compete and to train, and he always, and have others, some of them stopped because they need to work in Brazil. They think it's very hard,
Sure.
and they work to provide some for their families. But I'm very happy, and I'm starting with this project alone.
Yeah.
And I start go in the stores and the place and how can I mean the businessman, and start to ask for help, like a kimono, and like pay the memberships of ABJJF, and other things. And suddenly the mayor of the city called me one day, because one of students introduced me to him, and he say, look, I'm gonna put you to work 4 years. I have a good place and a big gymnasium, and you're gonna teach in there. And I'm very happy. But he say, you just need to make a test for start work as a or teacher,
Okay.
And I did this test, I passed, and I'm start to study more. And
how incredible!
So I have 1, 2, 3 places with the more than 400 children. It's very nice.
Man, there's a saying. It's, you can never feel the rain unless you step outside. Sometimes we want blessings in our life, but we don't put ourselves in the place to receive the blessing. Right? We want the blessing to come to us, and it doesn't work that way. Like with you're so active. You're training so many different martial arts. You're training in different places. You're teaching many people, and you're doing social projects. You're in UAE. You're teaching MMA. You're putting yourself in many different places, so you increase the chance of the blessing coming back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I think it's the same. Yeah. And I'm always working hard for it. Always. Amazing. I never give up. Even the people surrounding me say, oh, man, this is crazy. You cannot do it. Okay. I just don't tell nothing. Don't talk nothing. Don't discuss with anyone. Some people, my parents, yes, my brother say, you are very stubborn, but you reach what you want.
That's amazing.
Yes, this is amazing. Because I keep the focus, I look forward in the something, and I go, man, it doesn't matter.
You have to be stubborn.
Yes. And also,
if you're not stubborn, you'll start listening to what people have to say and their opinions, and then you will change your internal opinion, and you'll never achieve it. You have to be stubborn.
Yes. The achievements come with some, how can I mean? You need to work hard.
Yeah.
If you want
to
get the good achievements. Yeah. You cannot stay stuck in some place or let the time pass. Man, the time passes so fast in our life, If you stop it, man, imagine now if I don't do nothing at home, 3-4 months without nothing, know, I'm become crazy, man. Believe me, I need to train. I need to make some.
Look at this, bro. This is what happened when I was home alone for the quarantine. This microphone, camera, everything. I agree with you.
Yes, but you do a very good job. Make this podcast with many incredible guys working this project.
Really incredible guys.
Yes, I'm grateful you make one interview with me. This is good, and I'm feel very happy because this is like one compliment about my job,
It is a compliment that I have to share, because this is the thing. You guys do so much in your life and in jiu-jitsu, and you're saying you're stubborn, you're always focused on the goal. Somebody has to stop people like you and ask, how can we be like that also? Because it's very inspiring what you do and how you do it. There's many people in the world right now that have the energy you have the enthusiasm, but they don't know what to do. So when they sit and they listen to somebody like you share their experience, maybe you will also give them a light in their life. And I find that so valuable. That's why I appreciate you. And I'm talking to you out of a place, not just to compliment, to thank you for what you do. And to learn from you, because it's a golden opportunity for you to share your knowledge with people. But for me, what I want to know from you is how does all of this amazing history in Brazil and what you're doing lead to the UAE? How does it connect?
Yes, the opportunity to come here to teach is coming in the one wrong time, because when I'm have growing a lot my team, and I have more than 200 students in my academy. I have my own academy. We always be in the second or third, sometimes the first place in the circuit of the tournaments in South Brazil. I'm working the federation in the South Brazil as a referee, and in the ABJJF also, and my life there is very good.
It was going well.
Yes, I'm start to be doubt, because 6 months after I open my own academy, imagine, with the octagon, with everything,
wow,
I received the email from here.
It was just like that. Somebody sent you, we want you to join. It wasn't through a friend or...
I made 2 years ago one
application.
Yes, something. Oh, I'm gonna do it. One a friend said, "Hey, you will be very successful there, because you are very professional. You should be register your name there to go there." And they send one email for me to go to the Rio de Janeiro and made the interview there and try to pass in the qualify, And I go there. There. I did all the interviews. I did with the interview with Coronel Khaled, who's stay in the forward on the project. Okay. I show the technique. I pass. He just say, "You need to improve your English, but I want you in the Abu Dhabi in 2 months." Wow. Maybe this happen or not. I go back to the south, keep work, and suddenly I receive one email. Your ticket to come to Abu Dhabi will be available in 1 weekend. My God!
But after 2 years from applying.
Yes, I'm wait a lot. Yeah,
I see. And what happened in your life? Like, what did you think? You had a daughter, you have a gym, you have all of this. What did you think?
Yes, in that time, I'm divorced. I live with another woman, and my ex-wife and my daughter go to live in São Paulo, and I just saw her sometimes, and I talked to my wife in that time, and what you think? I'm gonna sell everything. I'm gonna tell it to my student. I have some loyalty student. What can keep doing my job here, and because I made very good students. All my students same like me, want to fight MMA. So wow. I have a group in fighting in the tournaments there in the south. I have one 100-kilo guys. He'll be in the 3 guys the most important in the 100 kilos in the South Brazil. I have in the other categories also. I'm always work a lot, man. I travel around the other cities in the South Brazil to put my students to fight. They always receive some invites to fight in the events, and
it must have been very difficult for you to be in a situation where you have to leave them and go all the way here. Like it was that attractive of an opportunity, right? It was financially attractive, career-wise very important, many things, right?
Yes, and I start to think like a challenge. In the same time, I'm have afraid to come because my life there is good, and I have a good salary with Jiu Jitsu. I have many sponsors. In my academy, I have around 10 sports with a sponsor, They pay for me monthly for the sponsor. They still ask for me when I come back,
Okay.
But I'm start to think, no, I want this living outside to the country. I think this is the best way for me now. I'm not so young, and I need to make something there. And yes, and I talk with my wife in that time, and what you think? And I make something very stupid. I take all my students in the graduate time, and the academy is full, and I say, in 2 weeks I'm gonna leave.
Oh,
and
no.
Leave, man. And I take my black belts after then, in one meeting, and I explain everything. And one black belt of my ask, Master, I can buy your academy, everything. I can pay for you one amount, and after then monthly, and you should go there and follow your dream. And that's it. And I still have good students there, and whose I trust, and keep the name of the team, growing.
Tell me about Arte Suave, because now I'm understanding your connection to wanting to have a team and feeling like you left that team back home, but you sold it. You sold it to that guy, right?
Yes, I sold the academy, but I don't sold the name, because
it was Arte Suave.
Yes, no, I don't sold the Arte Suave.
Nice.
And how can I start the Arte Suave? In the 2004, I started the social project.
Okay.
And Brazil have a lot of a lot of government things, paper to do to start to wanna work like that,
Bureaucracy, yeah.
Yes, bureaucracy. And one student, he is very good. He's still helping me with the membership and everything, the signature of the certificates and everything.
Nice.
His name is Carlos André. In that time, he's a blue belt, but he's a lower. And he say, Master, you need to build one association for get money from the government to help the children. And if you gonna do this in the right way, we can help a lot of children. And after then, I link the name of Arte Suave Association, because it's one association to receive the children, to provide a lunch, a bus to go to the tournaments, and that everything is possible just because of Arte Suave.
I get you.
Yes, and I think, no, why not? I'm made a meeting with my black belts and say, what you think? Let's do it. I don't want you use my name, Marcos Tulio Jiu-Jitsu. I want everyone
to be part of it.
Yes, part of this. If someone can, they can join us.
Yeah.
They can use our logo. They just need to use the ISM logo also.
I see.
Yes, this is one a dream, And I, of course, I talk with the De La Riva. I'm still go to the Rio, train there, train with George, and De La Riva agree in that time. But after he changed the rules of his association, we cannot stay together anymore, And
I see.
so I follow my own path. That's why I cannot judge anyone,
Yep.
I just keep work, and that's it.
I find it very interesting because there's many people that came here, they're working, but you seem to be traveling a lot while you're here, always looking for a place to introduce Arte Suave, to connect with people. So what happened? Like, you have 10 affiliates already?
Yes, listen, before I leave, I tell it to my black belts, hey,
okay,
keep my work here good, because that I don't stop. I'm gonna keep growing the Arte Suave Millennial Association. Believe me. And
nice.
I'm still working hard, man. I have my vacations. I don't call my family. My mother passed away 1 year and a half ago. I cannot be there.
Okay.
I go after to see her grave. I cannot be in her funeral. It is so sad for me. But I know her is very proud of me because she's always telling, "Oh, I don't believe. I always believe in you." Because when I visit her, then when I put my fights in the one disc for her to see, she's old and she's, "Oh, you good at this, very good."
Oh, that must have been amazing.
Yes, and I start to think, and I promise for my students, don't worry. Even I have work there, I don't be staying in the comfortable zone. You never be staying in the comfortable zone. You always should be workman. And the things not come for your left or your city, you know. You need to work hard for it. And if you work hard, for sure, doesn't matter the problems around you, the good things is coming. I believe in you. You know, the universe conspire for you.
I like that,
yes. If you think the good things and help the people, doesn't matter if they turn the back for you, you know, or if they put one knife in your back, man, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You should do the right thing. For you when you're gonna sleep, and you can sleep very well. Like you know, boom, put your head on the pillow and just sleep, man.
That's the best way. No regrets.
And I'm travel. I took my vacations to travel around here. I saw one good potential. Some people just send me emails, you know, for my secretary, and maybe he can do one seminar here. And when I go to the seminar and they saw the techniques, I want to join you. Okay, of course. Send email for him. And
they contact you from Brazil to you, like they're looking for you.
Yes, they contact me. Example, in the Germany, they contact me. I don't have affiliates there, you know, but I have in the USA one a black belt. He's a citizen, USA American citizen, but he trained with me, and also he have a very good background in the box, you know. The Sergio Pimentel, he's in the Washington State in the Bel Air. We have one there soon, one more. You know, we just start to growing, and I have 3 affiliates in the South Korea, Pohang. You know, we opened 2 months ago one in the Seoul, the capital.
Crazy.
And
you went to Seoul, Korea?
Yes, seminar, and every year 3 years. But now they wait for me there. They train it. You can see they train normal. You know, they control the COVID there, and they when you come, I need to know when they open the airports and everything.
They're white belts, like they're white belts that reach to you that want jiu-jitsu but they don't have, or is there like a colored belt?
No, they who's joining me the first one, he's control there for me. He's a high level athlete from Chinese box.
Okay,
you know. Yes, and he's joining me when he's brown belt. His name is Ion. He's control for me there. And also Ion is a black belt, 3 years with me, and he competed the Grand Slam in the Japan in first place.
Wow.
You know. Yes, he very athlete. He have one example, many children training there, women. We have
cool.
Yes, and now we have one brown belt, you know. He's very tough. He also fight MMA. His name is Bigfoot, you know. His nickname is very good. Yes, I try to put him to fight in the way you are. Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. He's very good, and he's growing. And the other affiliate in Seoul is one purple belt. You know, he's a student from the Bigfoot, and now he start to one work there. It's good.
So it starts as one affiliate, and then it branches out into other students and other people living in different places that interact with you, and that's just how it grows, like a network.
Yes, and I need to tell about student from Iran, Sifu Bardia. He's have a very good students there. They come to fight in the UAE, always get medal, always stay in the high level.
Nice.
And there is a very
You met
tough
them here in the UAE?
Yes. Oh, it's 4 years ago, Now he's my black belt, and we have 6 affiliates there. They call me Papa. Papa, come here, please. But it's good,
It's difficult. I see on Instagram stories, people were putting Papa, Papa. I'm like, what's going on?
always they come here, and we train each other. We train in some place. Always I have mats in my house, when you train hard, this is the best thing, And also I have now 2 affiliates in the Kuwait. I don't know if I say right.
Okay. Kuwait.
And yes, and one with Abdullah is won a black belt. He joined us 1 year. He's from the Tornado Academy, and also one student of mine. I met him 4 years ago. 5 years ago. He looks like a loss. In the training here in the Alain, the Al Nahyan school, and he looked at me and I want to train with you. You can give some class, and I say of course. And I start to train him, and now he's a brown belt and compete all the tournaments and get medals, and this is important. I saw him as a white belt, but he's have background in judo. He's a black belt in judo, and this is very good because he growing fast, and that's it.
Makes sense, man. It's amazing. Like hearing you reaffirms what I was saying. Like you never know when the opportunity will be in front of you. Always put your best face forward, your best foot forward, and like believe that you never know when the opportunity door will open. Just hearing the story is amazing. I wanted to talk to you about your MMA side a little bit for the people listening, because I know there's a lot of people listening right now on YouTube that are interested in this. Arte Suave is also, you're planning on doing like an MMA team out of it?
I just want to be a coach, MMA coach. I already have before.
Okay.
They won a big team in South Brazil. Maybe it's my idea. Have the ISM MMA, but let's see how many athletes I can manage, because I'm still have some athletes fighting in the Brazil, in the circuit. 5 athletes.
Okay.
Yes, this is good. So if I have 10 athletes, it's very good, man.
So my question to you is this. Now, when a person is training Jiu Jitsu or Muay Thai or whatever it is, they start thinking, I want to train MMA. It's a different world. What do you, Marcos Tulio, believe is the minimum requirements before you can even think to train MMA? So, I don't know. Maybe you can say anybody should train, but do you have minimum requirements?
Look, I think about it because 2 days ago, someone asked the same question. Yes, believe me. And I tell him something like that. Let me try to explain. Okay. In my time, when I'm start to think about fight, I'm already have the background in the striking. I in Muay Thai, I train box. I train no gi. And the one time with a few people do it. And I think now, I look the MMA now, the fights is more athlete. They have more
weapons.
More weapons. Like they always stay healthy and stay with the workout in the high level. Physical strength. You can see the difference from long time ago.
Of course you can. Yeah, from the bodies, just looking at them, yeah.
Yes, you look the bodies, they look like one machine. 8 packs and don't have 6 pack, 8, 10.
Yes. Yeah.
And they are very good with the any skills. But most of these new athletes, they just train MMA because MMA become one different kind of martial arts.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think is if you have one black belt in some martial arts, for me is Jiu Jitsu. You should be is important. But even if you doesn't are a black belt, you should be very good in the Jiu Jitsu, in the grappling, in the on the ground. This is important because listen, you cannot see a strike, learn grappling in few months.
Impossible.
You can see a grapple, learn, be a strike in few months.
Yeah, or at least enough striking to take it to the ground.
Yes. So I think nowadays everyone can train MMA. Everyone. If you have a good coach who's gonna teach everything, every step, because you should be know how can punch. You should be know how can make the distance, fight distance, in fight. How can I mean move around the opponent, and you should know how can connect this from the ground. With the takedowns. That's why the wrestling is important also.
Yes.
And if you have these skills to connect the strike with the ground and have a good ground, for sure you're gonna be a very successful MMA fighter.
That's something George St. Pierre had a very nice interview, and I remember this. He says, most guys in MMA, what's their job? Their job is to be a transition specialist.
Yes.
MMA is about being the best at connecting martial arts, but not the best at single martial arts. Because you can have a BJJ Black Belt that will lose to a guy that's a BJJ Blue Belt, but he's much better at connecting, striking, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and everything in the cage. So, what do you feel? You feel jiu-jitsu is the most valuable martial art still?
I think
still.
It's still. Man, if you are very high level grappling, jiu-jitsu fight, example, world champion, for sure you can try the MMA. It's different. Yes. I always tell to my student, man, you just wanna know if you really want this for you when you receive the first punch in your face. If you train and receive the first punch, man, you don't know how can you gonna react about it. Yeah. Some people is scared. Other people love. Oh my God, this is very nice. I want to do this for me. It depends. It depends a lot.
Keep those guys very close to you because they're the scary ones. Keep your enemies close. Keep those guys closer.
That's it.
I see. So you have some incredible talent already here in the region. Can we talk about some of the guys that you think are up and coming that have good potential?
Yes, I have my students. They stay with me a long time. My black belt is Juscelino. Now is one reality here in the Middle West.
He had an incredible fight against Tariq Sleiman in last UA Warriors.
I have some of them. One don't want to fight anymore, but have a good fight. He just work. And I have one a heavyweight. Is Fabio. Fabio is have potential to fight again. He stopped to fight 3 years, but he heavyweight, 110 kilos. Just need to train.
The heavyweights like you, man.
Yeah. And I have what start to train with me since the last where he was, the Mustafa Hadi. Is a very sore fighter, He's young, and for sure, I'm gonna tell you it now. For sure, he's gonna reach the UFC.
Wow.
He's a natural talent because he's always what I show for him. He got it. Do like that. This is the what you can do, and suddenly I look at him. She's do it. You know, this is important. Most of the fight don't listen the coach.
Yes.
Just go there and fight. This is one sport. It's not two pitch bulls fighting. You know, you should be listening. Who's stay outside? They can see better, even if they have experience. You know,
this it's a big thing, man. This is I heard about what happened with Mustafa Radi and you in last UAE Warriors. He came in, you know, the whole Corona pandemic. He got stuck here. He doesn't have his coaches, nobody. When he was locked in for the UAE Warriors in preparation, that's when he met you, right?
Yes.
And you guys connected that way.
Because one of my friend, who's I'm very grateful, he's from De La Riva, he's Marcelo Vanusa. He's he's teaching Mustafa and Jiu Jitsu.
Yes.
And he say, oh, I have here one diamond. I need to pass for you this diamond because I know he have the skill to make him grow. Wow. And I say, okay, oh, don't worry. I gonna tell him you will like him. You see. And I'm grateful to Vanu cover him, and he stay with me, and I can train him because I know he's a very talented, you know, and for sure you're gonna hear a lot about him, you know, and I'm grateful to work with him. And he listen. He's a very humble. He want to learn. And now nowadays, you know, the fights start very early. You know, they start 18, 19. You can see the MMA fighters. You know, everyone training MMA.
It's exciting because, man, when I see guys like Mustafa Radi, and I see, like, when I saw him fighting in UAE Warriors, he looked like he was in a different class. He was moving. He can read all the movements. Like, the decision of the fight was hilarious. But just the fight itself, watching, a blind man could hear how good it was from his side. So it excites me because I see now the potential in our region in the Middle East for MMA.
Yeah. You here in this area have a lot of good talents, you know, a lot of people send a message for me, but I cannot train everyone, you know.
Of course.
It's impossible for me. I have my job, you know. I have my commitment with my job, you know. And for sure, I'm able for training, you know. One good talent. I get now the Mustafa as a son, and I hope he can grow more and more. And
I believe he will.
Yes, and have a good career. You know, this is what I want for him. I like him, you know, and this work with me. I need to like the someone to train him. I'm still in my mind and my heart old school, you know.
Yes.
I need this, you know. I need.
But you have to be like, you can't have a student that's going in to fight and you don't have this connection with them, because you're going to war. It's a very dangerous martial art. It requires a lot of trust.
Yes, you true. Yes, it's true.
Man, I really appreciate you sharing with us all of your experience, your wisdom in this martial art, in the MMA scene. I wish you all of the luck in the future, and I believe that we're going to be hearing a lot about you, Arte Suave, and your students' success in martial arts.
Thank you so much, and I'm very happy to be here, you know, to you having me here today. Absolutely. And sorry, my English, I'll be better next time, you know.
It's perfect, man.
Yes, I want to learn more, and I'm still a student, you know. This is important. I'm old, man, almost 50, you know, and this.
Really? You don't look like you're almost 50. That's good.
48.
48. You do not look 48, man. Good for you. Touch on wood.
Don't make a joke. Someone say, "Hey, master, you don't look 48. You look 47."
What a guy! That's a good guy. That's a good joke.
That's a good guy.
Do you think jiu-jitsu like keeps you healthy? Is that what keeps you focused on your health?
Yes, I always training, and I'm feel upset if I don't train. You know, if I don't do nothing. I know. I train. I like make my sparring. You know, I like to sparring. Even they more young, I like. Oh, okay, train a little bit more. I gonna train with you tired, okay? Equalize the things, you know.
Smart.
You 24, I'm 48. Okay, be tired, and you don't make power, and you can learn. You know, this is the important.
I like that. Let them do 3-4 rolls, right?
Yeah.
And then they're ready.
Yeah. This is
Man,
good.
this is the problem. Like I train with my coaches. I train with Rodrigo Shimbika, if you know him.
Yeah, very good also.
Incredible. But the problem with Shimbika is I think sometimes I wait until he's tired, right? I wait 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, then I roll with him. But he gets angrier. He doesn't get tired. He gets more angry and more dangerous the more he trains.
Because the old machines, I don't know about his age. We in the beginning, we just stay warm, you know.
Diesel engine.
Yeah, and the engine is after 10 minutes we stay good, you know.
It's terrifying. Like that's why like most of the guys are like let's train, and they try to I pair with him first because I know I'm safe, because when he's angry and when the engine is running, I'm fucked. That's it.
I hear
good stuff.
So much good about him, you know. I know he's a good coach also, and this is important. That's why I told you here have a lot of people, you know, a lot of good coach, a lot of black belts doing a very good job. You know, I can see it in 6 years here. You know, this is amazing. I'm always grateful to be here. You know, to stay in the middle with this incredible. Incredible. Incredible place. With have a very good value about what I love, you know, about the jiu-jitsu. This is important.
I think, Marcos, you said it perfectly in the beginning of our podcast. You were saying like how in Brazil it's a big country, big population, and you have many gyms all over.
Yes.
In order to meet so many different talent, you have to travel a lot. In Abu Dhabi, in Al Ain, in 2 small cities, well, 1 emirate actually, you have almost all regions of Brazil, right?
Yeah.
All backgrounds, all clubs, all academies living in the same place. It's crazy.
And we can share the knowledge, and this is important, you know, because example here, we go to train with sometimes 50, 60 black belts from different schools. Man,
that's amazing.
It's amazing, you know. This is very important. We should be always think about, my God, this is an amazing job.
Their opportunity, man. Like like you're saying, like it's difficult to go to, for example, you're De La Riva. It's difficult to go to Gordo Academy. It's difficult.
Yes.
Like, in Brazil, it doesn't make sense, but here you're together. You can learn, share, understand, exchange techniques. It's amazing.
Yes, this is very important, and this is amazing, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel very, very happy to be here and to keep here, to keep my job. I always think I need to be healthy, I need to compete, stay healthy and ready to compete, you know. And I need a gold medal from World Pro, because last year I just get the silver, and I won the Grand Slam, but I need the Pro. Yes.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Next World Pro. I'm watching.
I'm training. I'm being ready. If they say next week have World Pro, I'm ready.
Let's go, man. I'm watching next World Pro. You better be there and get that gold, man.
Yes, I hope so. And when I'm starting here, this is the point. When I'm being here in the first 2 years, don't have my category. I master 3, 4, and I fought in the master 1 and master 2. Man, it's very difficult. It's very different. The power is different. The speed, you know, everything is. 3 months ago, I fought in the Azerbaijan. I took some student to fight there. White belt. He's from here. He's a Emirati. Took the second. He took the second plate, silver.
Nice.
And yes, training with me in the military high school. And I'm think about I'm gonna fight also. And I meet my students from Iran. They fight there. They fought there. They took medal. And I go to fight, and I saw the guy, one Russian from Berkut. Man, his hand is this size. It's look like a bear, you know. And I said, okay, man, I think it's not too much different, because he just won by advance.
Yeah.
You know, yes, one fight only, but it's very difficult. The power is different, and
of course, man.
Luck, because I put him in my game, and stay there. But I think, my God, when finish the fight, I think, oh, I want to fight again, but I don't have any fight, you know. But
that's the thing. You need those moments to encourage you to fight. Like I believe, like, some of my most motivation in jiu-jitsu came when I felt like I lost, but I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? This is when I really got the most growth.
And when you lost, you think, I need to fight again. Training more and fight again.
It's itching.
Yes. Yeah. I think this is most important, you know.
Absolutely.
And you keep working. You never give up. Doesn't matter what the people say for you, you know. You should be believing yourself and believing you can do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna reach it. And this is the most important for me. And also, if you have the opportunity, give back something. You know, this is most important.
Huge.
Yes. This is the most important.
I have this belief and this, like, saying, if you want to call it, a winner keeps to himself, but a successful person shares. This is the difference.
Nice phrase, man.
You know, you want to be a winner, keep to yourself secret, use it and win. But you want to succeed, you have to have people with you to succeed. You have to share. There has to be people to allow you to succeed, and that's the difference. And that's what you're doing.
Thank you. Yes, I hope I keep it doing, you know, and this is important for me.
So much respect for you, brother. God bless you. I wish you nothing but the best in the near future, and I can't wait to see you meet, train together, and understand why everybody loves your jiu-jitsu so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Much love, brother. Please hang in there. I'll just wrap it up on the podcast. Everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Bruno, I see you, brother. Bruno Carvalho was saying, great interview. Fabiano Vidal was showing you some love. Gilberto Amolo, RBT Self-Defense, Majid Khalaf, Muhammad Radi, Gabriel Lima, Kleber De Brito. We love you, Coach Tulio. Respecto ao Corao, Bravo, Japones, Rogerio Little. Lots of people showing you love, brother. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Clayton, Ferrero, Crovato.
He's a very tough guy. I bring him here. He's fighting the 70 kilos, and he have now his record is he's have 6 fights, 4 wins and 2 lose. He's very good.
Boom, nice. Juscelino, I see you, brother. Back to you.
Juscelino.
Yes, sir. Go sleep. Lots of love for you on this podcast, man.
We trained a lot. The one 2 hours ago.
Today?
Yes, today, man.
Nice. Good for you guys, man. Inshallah, I hope to train with you guys in the near future and see you in person. Thank you for being on this podcast. Everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with us here. Much love to you. Have a good night. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up for Tulio. Show him some love. All right, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.